Hi everyone, my name's Olivia. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Makeup Fun with Olivia, and welcome to another First Impressions Friday video. Today's video is going to be on a foundation that was requested by a friend. Hi Janine, if you're watching, this one's for you. So I had seen a lot of positive and negative reviews on other YouTube channels about this foundation, so I'm really excited that my friend Janine suggested I check this one out because I'd like to know how this one works for me as well. Again, as most of you know, my skin is combination skin, but it is maturing skin, so it can start to lean a little bit to the drier side. I don't have dry skin, I don't have oily skin, it is perfectly combination, but it is maturing, so I need just like that extra little boost of moisture from my skincare and makeup products. So let's jump right in. As you can tell, no foundation once again, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it on, test it throughout the day, come back and let you know how it did throughout the day. So this is my little sample that I got at Sephora. Let me quickly recap on what this foundation is. I have it pulled up on my phone here. So it is the Bare Minerals bareSkin Pure Brightening Serum Foundation, Broad Spectrum SPF 20. And my color, at least the color that they gave me, is number 14, which is caramel. Now a little bit about what it says online on the Sephora website. It says it's a breakthrough tone correcting mineral foundation and skincare serum in one. Let's see, ultra thin, seamless adjustable, natural finish, all of that, yada yada yada. If you want to look up more information, you can on Sephora, but that's a little bit about what it says about this foundation. So let's jump right in. I have my little sample here, and I should probably zoom in a little bit. All right, so this is what it looks like. I don't know if she gave me that. Oof, okay. So it's a little bit drippy, if you can see that. Let me put some on my, ooh, yeah, that does drip, so it is quite runny. So I'm going to do the same thing I did with my other Friday First Impressions with the L'Oreal Infallible, which, by the way, I will link down below if you're interested in seeing that one. See, it already ran on my, yeah, that's quite runny. So what I do is I just start putting it on. By the way, I do have primer on this time because I always wear primer, and so I decided to wear it and have it on. So it kind of looks a little bit shiny on first impression. Uh-oh. Although that might be a good thing. It might just mean that it's very moisturizing, right? The skin, I mean the color is matching my skin. It's kind of like a, I guess it's kind of true to its color. Might be just a tad bit darker than what I'm used to, which might work out perfectly right now because I just got back from Puerto Rico, as some of you know. So I am a little bit tanner. I've already lost, I think, a shade or two since being back in California, but I'm still a little bit tan because I really got tanned. Now let me look in the mirror. By the way, I did forget to mention, the only thing I have on is eyeshadow, my Wet n Wild Comfort Zone, a little bit of that. But other than that, and my primer, that's it. So I feel like I want to put on more, but I think we're done. Did I get everything? Okay. I'm sorry, I'm going to look at this mirror a little bit. So I'm looking away from the camera. I want to get a little bit more under my eyes. But I think I've got everything. What do you guys think on first impression? For me, it kind of looks a little bit more glowy. Let me move back and see if you can see that. So if you like to have a glow, and your foundation, this might be something you like. So let me go away, finish putting on my makeup, come back and show you what that looks like, and then go for the rest of the day and let you know what it looks like after a few hours. Okay, I'll be back with makeup. Bye! Hi everyone, so I'm back. I just put on a little bit of makeup. I already had my eyeshadow on, but I did put some eyeliner, my lipstick. I will mention a couple of things as I was putting my bronzer. I was kind of scared to put my bronzer on because it still feels kind of wet on my face and it's not setting. So this might be a foundation that you need to set with powder or maybe with the Melly, oh goodness, I forget it. You know, the one that's clear, anyway, I'll list it down below. But yeah, it looks like it might need to be set. I'm really glad that I used my primer, my professional primer, because if I hadn't, my primer usually mattifies me just enough so that I could put on any foundation. In this case, it's still really, I don't want to say shiny, it's very glowy. It doesn't look ugly, but it's almost too glowy for my taste. And if it's this glowy right now and I feel like I already want to set it, I can definitely feel, I don't want to say greasy because it's, well, maybe just a tad bit greasy is what I'm feeling, and I feel like I want to set. I feel like it feels like this right now. What's it going to feel like in a few hours? Anyway, upon first impressions, I think it looks good. It's kind of very youthful looking, so if you have maturing skin and you have dry skin, this might be something worth trying out. But again, this is my first impression, so let's wait a few hours and see how it does. I definitely feel the greasiness here, but you know what? It's not settling into my wrinkles, so that's a positive. And like I said, I was kind of afraid to put on my bronzer. I feel like the color is definitely a tad bit too dark for me because my bronzer you can barely see, and my my contour bronzer, and my I feel like I need to put on a darker blush because you can't really see it. But still, all in all, I think it came out like a very natural look. You know, you can kind of see that this is darker than here. I might just run right now and use my Mally Pore Defender right now because, like I said, I feel just a tad bit greasy. So let's see what it looks like in, oh, and also my fingers, you know how I was putting it on with my fingers, and usually I use my Real Technique sponge wet and then squeezed to give me a little bit of moisture. I didn't use this time. I just put it on with my fingers. It did even out smoothly, but I didn't need any additional moisture from my sponge. I just applied it with my fingers. So I'll check in with you after a few hours and let you know how it looks. I'm kind of scared to find out how it's gonna look, but we'll see. Bye. I am back. Okay, so it's been 4 hours that I've been wearing this. I put this on about 10:30 a.m. and it's now about 2:30 p.m. And that would be kidlet number 1 peeking back there. Anyway, so let's see. And that would be kidlet number 2 giggling, so I apologize for that. Okay, guys. You can tell they've been at home playing. Anyway, so this is what it looks like. Let me get a zoom up. Here's what I feel like. I feel like it still feels wet on my face. So I feel like I can't touch my face. I never realized how much I do touch my face. I do this or, you know, whatever. And so I feel like I have to be so careful because it feels wet. But the good thing is that it looks very, very natural on my face. So yeah, if you have dry skin, this would probably be a good one. I like how it looks, but I don't like necessarily how it feels. It feels a little bit too wet or kind of greasy for me. It looks glowy, so it looks okay. It looks very natural, like I said, but this is after 4 hours. Oh, by the way, I did touch up pretty soon after I put on the foundation. I put a little bit of the Mally pore defender around here and around here. So this is with the Pore Mally Pore Defender, and it still looks kind of glowy. So, you know, if you like that, this might work for you. I'm kind of, you know, I think this is okay. I'm probably not going to buy the full size. I can already tell. But if I can, I'll come back a couple of hours later so you can see it after 6 or 8 hours. I'm not sure if I'll be able to, but I will try. But I wanted you to see it after 4 hours. Okay, bye. Hi everyone, so I'm back, and I've been wearing this foundation for about 7 hours now. It's almost 6 p.m. and I put it on at 10:30 a.m. So this is what it's looking like, guys. Let me see if I can zoom you in a little bit. I feel like a total grease ball. I feel like I look like a hot mess. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I feel like my mascara carried underneath a little bit and started to smudge, so it's giving me like kind of the raccoon eyes. The whole day I felt like, see, everything looks so greasy. I've touched up twice and I still feel like a grease ball. So yes, I felt super oily the whole day. I felt like I kind of wasn't wearing any makeup. It looks very natural, so that's something positive to say about it, but it's almost too natural. This is what my oily combination face would look like without. I kind of want to say it looks even worse if I didn't have, you know, I'd look better, I think, if I didn't wear this foundation. This foundation might work out for somebody who has really dry skin, and you know, if you try out the other foundations, they might be too drying for you. This might work out perfectly for you, but for my combination skin, I just found it too oily, too greasy. I used the Mally Face Defender here a couple of times, and I still feel oily. So anyways, those are my first impression thoughts. I can't see that I would be purchasing this foundation, but if you have extremely dry skin, you might want to get a free sample and try it out for yourself. Unfortunately, this did not work for me, I'm sorry to say. I love a lot of other things from Bare Minerals, like their Moxie lipsticks and their Moxie lip glosses. They're awesome, they're very moisturizing, but this foundation just didn't do it for me. So those are my thoughts. Let me know if any of you love this foundation and it works for you, because you know, somebody else might read the comments and say, wow, it might work for me. So yeah, or if you tried it and had the same results, I'd love to hear back from you. Anyway, Janine, I hope you got to see this. I don't know if this foundation will work for you, but this was my first impressions review. Bye everybody, thanks for watching.